archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Bonfire Peaks adventure. I thought it would warm me up because it's really fucking cold right now. I bought a house that has no heating. That might not have been the greatest idea I ever had. I've got overnight storage heaters from the 16th century or wherever they were built. But the way they work is, one, you've got to remember to turn them on. You got to do it a day in advance, you see. And two, it releases all its heating in the morning, and then over the course of the day, like it's almost midnight. There would, even if the heaters had been on all day, the best I could hope for is that it trapped enough heat in. And I've told I don't have enough attic sponge, so it definitely wouldn't trap the heating in. Oh, I should get my asthma pump as well, because that's not going to help my breathing. Anyway, it is day 46 of Project 99. Means we're playing Bonfire Peaks. Now, I noticed, because I was like, hang on a minute, have I played Bonfire Peaks before? No, apparently I had not put it on the list. I just forgot it existed. What I have done before is Final Fantasy X-2, which, now, so I'm going to have to amend the rule, right? I'm not just going to cancel the list just because I flubbed. So I'm making an adjustment to the rule, which is I'm heavily discouraging playing. I'm not allowed to repeat anything on this page, everything 39 past, and there were about 10 games that I could feasibly play from page 1. But I'm discouraging it because it's more interesting if I try out new games. But I can play things from page 1 still, and because the whole point is to encourage me to play games anyway that I have been neglecting. So like it does sort of make sense that I can still play those games, just not any of these again. Well, I can. They're just not going to be a part of the list. Anyway, Bonfire Peaks. Let's warm ourselves up by these fires and burn our worldly possessions. I've got a hot water bottle in my Snuggie pocket, and this stupid hat on. So, and I'm hoping for the best. These gloves. It's fucking cold. I might put a dressing gown on top of the this Snuggie. I've also got a hood. I could do this, couldn't I? I can't do this because it's fine. The hot water bottle is probably the best thing. John, computer game. Yes. 57? That sounds like we're doing great. Though my brain was like broken like an hour ago. Do you have a note that tells me don't walk back? Which means we really want to get this one done. Which I'll give it a go. But yeah, I was playing Broken Age, which is a point and click, and point and clicks aren't generally known for being more difficult than, you know, these puzzle games. But so what have we got? Well, don't do that. That's a foolish move. Where are we trying to... Oh, yeah, I remember this now. That's kind of interesting. Yes. Well, it's the same issue as I had before. Oh. Let's put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Oh, that's really easy. Well, that's filled me with a little bit of confidence. Don't think there's really anything we can do with all these. But I can bring them. I tell you what, it's always nice to kind of leave a path back up. Not sure there's any point to leaving a path back up there. We'll just do that. What's over here? You can sort of see I've already made a... Ah, puzzles that need to be solved. Rube Goldberg. He's my favorite wrestler. Ooh. Raid. Sweet. Not that. That sounds like a terrible idea, John. Okay, well, we don't really have much in the way of, like, choices we can make. So that should help me out. Ah, Fruity Spruce. I've just started, to be honest. That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem like I did that right. Just sort of going to trial and error it. So if I do it straight like that, that's what's happened. I don't think you're supposed to trial and error these puzzles. I just managed to solve a puzzle instantly, though. One that I stumped me the week before, so happy with that. My brain was a bit broken before that, though. Okay, so... there's only two things it can do. It can be straight like that, or it can be at a weird angle. Like that. Or it could be a weird angle like that. Yeah. No, it can't, because I can't reach it otherwise. Okay, no, there is a thing I can do. There's a thing I can do. Is this. I can plonk this on top of that, and then I can... did a thing. No, I'm still just sort of trial and erroring this, though. Well, it kind of looked cool. It did a physics-y thing. What was you playing, Fruity Spruce? How are you, by the way? Hello, all the other... Ooh. Hello, everyone who's here. There's lots of people here. I better be good at computer games, then. Do something like that. That didn't do anything. That's what I think about that. Let's have a look at this one instead. So there's... oops. I don't know if I've heard of that, Sephony. My brain says no to that one right now. Tight spot. But the waterfalls are conveyor belts. I understand that. So we can lift this up and place it like that. That's all we can do, I believe. We can't leave this place. So it's gonna go... So I can do this. But he's not allowed to ever walk on the water. So if I ever lift that up, it's gonna go. Ooh, I've played Anodyne. I never finished Anodyne 2. I liked Anodyne... I liked Anodyne 1 more. But Anodyne 2 was very time consuming and less rewarding. But I enjoyed it for what it was. But it's kind of a shame. I don't like not completing things. What has this got you, though, John? Nothing. What is the ideal... Yeah, it's a Sokoban, like... Might be worth showing off a slightly easier level. So... We'll come back to these waterfall ones. So, plot-wise, we are a dude who, you know, we listen to indie music. I believe the word is hipster. And we're burning our stuff, and that's somehow translated to puzzles, as it does sometimes. Okay. What about this one here? Greatest danger. So, oh shit. We win the game by burning our box of worldly possessions. Gimmically, this is a dangerous level, for death will happen if I step on the button. So, question is, how do I stop that? The answer is I have to put something in the way of the box. So that requires me finding a way to get up while carrying something. So something's going to go right. We can have a little sit down. He's not allowed to crawl, which would solve the problem instantly. So how do we get up? Well, this is the highest thing. So we can... do that, but I carried it from the wrong side. I don't see how that helps me, though. I know, you could solve that so easily. How does this help me? See, I've completed one level, so like I can sort of be confident with the entire rest of this stream. Oh, I've found another pile of levels. Door. What's a tall one? Oh, I remember this. I don't like leaving levels behind. So, yeah. This thing here. If we can get this to the pyre, we win the level. And this conceptually is very simple because clearly we're supposed to just get this over there, but how do we get it through the door? Now, we don't have a lot of elements to play with here, so that's presumably going to help us. Like, there's only 2 things we can mess around with. Let's turn around, do it again, so we can push it through here using this box. Okay. I think we can just push, yeah. Alright, there we go. Gotta make sure to walk backwards. And there we go. We actually finished the level. And then we get boxes to help us get to new places. So let's try that again. With Obelisk. Okay, how hard could... Let's turn the camera. So the question for this one is, how do we pick up the top one to separate it? Or do we need to do that? Huh. That's kind of funny. There we go. Ooh. Okay, there is a slight issue. Get in that. Oh, hang on. No, we've solved this. We've solved this. If we walk. Oops. If we turn around. If we walk forwards, he's just going to leave it up there anyway. Ah, I found the easy ones. What? Well, have you seen his jacket? He's going to break all the rules. Not even David Bowie could stop him. Okay, so gimmickly we're in the toolbox area. And toolbox... That's what I feel about it. So far has been conceptually a little easier for me to, like, imagine how they could be used. Ooh. Okay, although... I want them to get 3MB back together. They're all bloody huge now. But, like, they've all put on, like, an absurd amount of muscle mass. Okay, so we can... Ah, don't do that. Oh, we can't walk forwards. No, we can just grab it like that, can't we? Yeah, yeah. I don't see how this is happening to me. The slightly great tower. What I feel about that? I immediately don't want to do this. You can't hinder the gender. Also, when he was champion was like the worst 6 months of that company. What the heck's this? Oh, there's a photo mode button. Loved his entrance, but he was like, it's the witness. He's just like the least credible person. We can definitely get up there. Companion. Okay, that's a reference to... oops. Oh, that's a really cool mechanic. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I got caught up in computer games, but yeah, he had a great entrance. I don't mind they had 2 dudes that had to help him out all the time. I don't mind them having experiments, but yeah, those matches were really fucking boring. And when he was in 3MB as the quote-unquote the fun one, that was kind of the best use for Jinder Mahal. Although I kind of liked him in the beginning against Great Khali because he was slightly more interesting. Mounted. Well, they're all the same gimmick. Well, it's the same thing again, isn't it? Oh. I'm being silly. That was even sillier. Lovely. Oh, you can you can break it off. Lovely. And sure, they're just the teaching levels, but I'm solving puzzles. Next. Odd. Right, well, I get the gimmick, so... Right, I'm not sure what to do with this, but... Oh, piece of piss! Oh, I didn't see a tweet. The Twitter's a bit rubbish for me actually seeing anything remotely useful. But, well, not Twitter today.